Hey there, Colin from our community here. I just thought I'd go over and make a very quick elevator pitch on all of the admin settings and the higher level user settings for Asset Bank. As you can see, we're logged in here as an administrator or God user, and you can see you have a full length of menu items here. I'll just go over quickly. Approve items means if you have users with less permissions of you and they need to have assets approved to go into Asset Bank, they'll live in this area. Update items, you can either do a batch update, bulk update, or metadata import to update all of your assets in there. Batch update, you start it, you do a search, you find your assets, and then you can one at a time update your assets, maybe change categories, change metadata, change keywords. Bulk update means you can do it en masse, so you do your search for however you can, and then what happens is it will apply any new changes to all of those assets. So it's a very powerful thing to do. Say if you needed to change all of your assets from one access level to another, you can search, find, and then just replace that way. Metadata import means that you can import metadata from, say, a previous DAM or MAM system, or if you're doing changes, you can export your current metadata, do changes, and then re-import them via metadata import. Here is the upload. You can upload assets on a single, bulk, or you can see where all of your current uploads and edits are here. So you can upload a single asset, you can upload bulk, by bulk, meaning you can upload a large zip file or folders full of assets, and then put them into Asset Bank. And now under here you have the admin area where you can approve users, anybody who's new, you can approve them in this way. Org units, you can set up org units or different instances of Asset Bank within your own instance. Here's where you manage your users. Here's where you manage your groups. You can set in your different groups. Changing content, brilliant. You can just turn on the content manager. It opens up HTML editors where you can go in and manage the terms. And all you have to do is go in, change, and then save, and then brilliant, it changes it for you right there. If you're looking for search, you can also if you're also looking to change content, you can also do it this way. Search, it'll find it where they exist. There are a myriad of different reports you can do, number of views per item. Oh, let me just shut the editor off. Group, uploads, downloads. You can schedule reports, so they're emailed to you once a day, once a week, once a month. You can do search reports, meaning you can search for what people are searching for. You can do asset reports, meaning you can see which assets are used for what, who's downloaded what, if there's any duplicates, how many assets in your Asset Bank, which are the most popular. Then you can also do audit reports on those as well. You can set your download options here, where you can do as many download options as you want. So it could be high, low, Microsoft Word, video. It will convert all of your assets from their original format into whatever format you'd like. The number of variables here is almost infinite. Here's where you set your categories and subcategories. As you can see, these are all set to a control vocabulary that our community created. You can also import these from a file. So instead of having to import, say, 300 categories, you can just import them from one text file. Here's where you set your asset levels, which is your permissions base. So you can set them by level, create new ones, create the second language here. Here's where you manage your attributes, which are displayed, how you sort, name, and then another brilliant thing is how you embed them back into your assets. So if you're importing keywords from a previously tagged asset into Asset Bank, you can have it map right into the keywords area and log out. Publishing is you can set actions so that every day a publishing action happens, and maybe it processes some actions or it publishes them somewhere else. And then in the system area, here's where you do all of your back-end system, where you can do your updates. Developers can overwrite. You can see how much how much space is used, if there's any jobs in the queue, and how you set up Facebook for Asset Bank. Again, this is a very quick elevator pitch. If you want any more in-detail descriptions, please contact us, and we'll be glad to help you. Thanks.